When do we see progress? When do we see improvement in that subject or sport? When do we lose a particular bad habit? It definitely doesn't happen magically. It happens when we put in time, we put in energy, and we put in the work. As much as I wish I could one day just put on skis and magically turn into a world-class skier, I can't. As much as I wish I could one day just pick up the guitar and become George Ezra, I can't. It takes effort. I need to practice day after day, constantly playing the guitar if I want to become amazing. I have to hit the ski slopes every day, face failure after failure, then get back up to continue in order to become that world-class skier. To put in effort, time, dedication, and to be able to get up after failure is the key to being successful. Now, my experience of constantly changing schools is one that I don't enjoy. As a child, constantly moving is hard. Being put into a different environment with different people, trends, and educational systems is difficult. Before I came to Canada, I was a chubby little fifth grader who just moved to New York, leaving all my friends and family behind in Seattle. That time in New York was hard for me. Let me rephrase that for you to better understand. I hated that time in New York. The children there were terrible. They would gang up on the shy and quiet kids, searching for a weakness. Once they found that weakness, they would relentlessly bully you for it, constantly going for that weakness. I felt helpless and scared. I was unable to do anything about it because the teachers were ineffective and the students joined in with the bullies so the bullies wouldn't go after them. Now, I don't know if those kids did it out of enjoyment or if that their lives were so hard and terrible that they needed to pick on the new kid to up their self-esteem. Whatever the reasoning behind it may be, I do know they made me miserable. What they said and did often got to me, and I was softer then, believing their words. And understand, I skipped a grade and moved across the country, so I wasn't really prepared for it either. I used that negative experience as motivation. I strive to say that I am better than them in all aspects. I saw the start of grade 7 at Appleby College as an opportunity. I had the option to recreate my persona, and I was very motivated into making it a positive one. I wanted to fit in and properly adapt into the new environment. I wanted to find the friend group where I could do me, where my presence was valued, and where I was comfortable. I also wanted to toughen up. I realized that I couldn't be that soft anymore. I had to get some thick skin. So I put in effort by being friendlier, being less shy, putting myself out there more, being more comfortable around new people, and being able to brush off those silly jokes on my size. Looking at it now from my 4th year at Appleby College, I believe I'm successful. I have a group of friends where I'm comfortable in, a group of friends where I can do me, a group of friends who enjoy my presence, and I put in the work by constantly trying to be friendlier, working hard to be less shy, and getting a lot more comfortable interacting with new and different people. And now I'm not able to take those jokes to heart like I used to. I put in the effort, which made that chubby and scared and soft 5th grader the person I am today. Now, that experience of one kid being able to make change, that's the experience of one kid being able to make change. For all you know, it could be an outlier. But if we look through history and significant figures throughout history, we see that they were able to achieve what they are famed for by putting effort into getting to their goal. Muhammad Ali Jinnah is the founder of Pakistan. He had the goal of Indian self-determination with the rights and traditions of Indian Muslims protected. After putting in 30 years of effort, he achieved his goal and is now remembered as Quaid-e-Azam, or great leader. Martin Luther King Jr., the black civil rights leader who constantly was faced by violence and hatred against his movement and him for the color of his skin, eventually dying for his cause. Yet Martin Luther King Jr.'s efforts into leading a peaceful protest for the equal rights brought the African American community the rights they fought for. Nelson Mandela, the man who fought for a just and equal society in apartheid South Africa. He went to jail for his cause, only to come out with more determination and a new approach. After the effort of Nelson Mandela and the other South Africans, they got the equal society they wished to achieve. Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, the founder of the Republic of Turkey, a man who fought to keep the Turkish heartland together from being divided by imperialistic powers, after which he launched large-scale reforms to turn a dying and outdated empire into the modern secular powerhouse Turkey is today. The effort he put in from the end of World War I to the end of his life made Turkey what it is today and made him the only man in history to have the title Father of the Turks. These are just 4 people. There are numerous other people out there with amazing feats which made society how it is today. People who had a goal which they put their mind to, putting in lots of effort and ultimately achieving their goals. We all have goals, whether it be as large scale as leading an independence movement or simply trying to do better in math. And according to history, by putting in the effort, you achieve your goals. History also dictates that in order to be successful, effort is required, as does my experience. But psychology does that as well. A study in 1998 by Carol Dweck and Claudia Mueller was done on 5th graders to see the difference between praise for effort and praise for ability. The 5th graders were given a difficult test. Once done, some were told, "Wow, you must be smart at these problems," while others were told, "Wow, you must have tried hard at these problems." Then they were given a failure, a much harder test than before. The children who were praised for effort saw it as a setback, while the children praised for ability saw it as a failure. When asked to take the test home and practice more, the children praised for effort were more likely to take it home and practice than those praised for ability. Then on the 3rd test, children praised for effort did better than children praised for ability. When asked between more practice and seeing the other children's results, the children praised for effort were more oriented to self-improvement and chose more practice, while the children praised for ability wanted to see the other marks. This shows very clearly when focusing on effort, one is more likely to work towards further improvement of their abilities and is more successful in comparison to praise for ability. To see failures as a setback, to learn from mistakes, and to continually work towards your goal is how to be successful. Effort leads to progress. Effort leads to being good at that subject or sport. Now, we all have a particular thing we want to achieve. That can be improving math, or becoming a better soccer player, or becoming politer, or anything at all. And I believe the senior schoolers can agree with me when I say you need to put in the effort into that, getting that achievement, into meeting your goals, and into improving yourself. I will clarify, effort doesn't always mean success, but there isn't a shortcut either. Effort is necessary. Thomas Edison once said, "Genius is 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration." That's a quote my father told me late one night when I was running through my speech. Thomas Edison was a prolific American inventor who gave us things such as the light bulb and the movie camera. I interpret this quote as, genius is 1% having a good idea, 99% hard work, sweat, and tears into getting that idea into reality. 1% brains or creativity, 99% hard work and effort into getting to the end goal. Now, can you all please rise and sing hymn 662?